storm. Let's move this jet energy ahead, and we're going to get in here to Wednesday afternoon at about 5 p.m. Typically, this is a perfect setup right here to develop a very rapidly deepening surface low pressure system right about there in that portion of the jet. And indeed, when I put our surface low on there at that time of the day, Wednesday, take a look. It's textbook. The low pressure system right here, this is very important. It's right along the coastal area there. But how do we get cold air into the system? It is this high pressure system right here. It is going to allow for cold air to come down out of eastern Canada, and that is what is going to provide the cold air down near the surface. Already tonight, it is doing that to produce the snowfall. In fact, if we take a look at the current temperatures up here, look at these temperatures down into the single digits in parts of Ontario and Quebec. All that cold air is continuing to be funneled down here into the mid-Atlantic region, and that is what is going to help keep this as a snow system. As we go through the night here into tomorrow, right along the coast here, we may have a little bit of rain, but it's back here from Washington to Philly to New York and into Boston that heavy snow will come down throughout the day on Wednesday. Stay tuned. When we come back in a few minutes, we're going to detail exactly what's going to happen.
A winter storm warning is in effect. Currently in our area, 33 degrees with light snow. Tonight, rain mixed with snow. Low 30, 3 to 5 inches of snow expected. Wednesday, snow likely. High 35. Snow accumulating 1 to 3 inches. Here's our 7-day outlook.
It's the fourth one this month. This hour, we're tracking a potential record breaker tonight. How many people are under winter storm warnings? A lot. From Virginia to Pennsylvania and New York and Massachusetts. A lot of people will see over a foot of snowfall. We're going to time it out, pinpoint the trouble spots for tomorrow, and look at how long this powerful and potentially destructive storm will stick around. We're back together. We're going to do it again. This is a special edition tonight, tracking Winter Storm Toby. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic. 52 million people under winter storm warnings tonight. States of emergency already in effect in several states. No school for kids from New York City and into Philadelphia. Let's go to the beach. Well, shouldn't look like this. Snow covered on the boardwalk at Seaside Heights, New Jersey. This is one area that actually could get hit with not only some coastal flooding, but also accumulating snowfall. And accumulating snowfall up and down the East Coast from the mid-Atlantic and up toward the Jersey Shore. Winter weather expert Tom Nizzle with us now with the latest. Tom.
And I'll tell you, Ray, all it's taking is a little bit of elevation inland from that shoreline to see the snow really come down and come down heavy. Take a look at some of our latest snowfall reports here. This is in Greencastle in PA, southern PA, 11 inches of snow on the ground, and that's a heavy, wet snow that has come down here. 8-inch plus values here in a lot of the foothills of the Appalachians as well, in Maryland and West Virginia and into western Virginia. And again, it's a heavy, wet snow. Before this storm is over, I think we're going to have to deal with a series of power outages across the mid-Atlantic into parts of the Northeast. Here is the current radar now. There is the upper low sitting back there across Indiana, western Kentucky. A lot of that activity is going to weaken overnight, but it really is going to take over here. A lot of lightning in the warm sector with thunderstorm activity. That moisture is going to be brought up into the mid-Atlantic region, and as it does so, it is going to cool very rapidly. And as it cools, that moisture is going to turn from rainfall into snow across this area. Watch this area from Washington, D.C. to Philly and New York. Really fill in as we go through the night tonight. There's 3 a.m. Wednesday morning, now into the rush hour, 8 to 9, 10 a.m. Snow coming down heavy here right along that megalopolitan corridor there. D.C., Philly, New York, and as we get into Wednesday afternoon and evening, even up into parts of southeastern New England. The low pressure system here, that is Toby, is going to intensify and then begin to move off the coast here. As it does, it takes most of the precipitation with it, so that by Thursday morning, it should be well off the coast and the precipitation should be over. But boy, is it going to leave a mess in its wake. Take a look at the snowfall totals here. We have in these dark purple areas the potential to see over a foot of snow. That's double-digit snows here, and this could include Philadelphia and New York. In fact, there's going to be enough heavy wet snow in the area with some brisk winds as well. Strong winds along the coast, but even brisk going back further inland here, that we have a likelihood of some power outages due to the heavy wet snow coming down on tree branches, weakening those branches. They break, come down on power lines, and that will cause power outages. Taking a look here at D.C. and Baltimore, there is the potential now for as much as 10 inches of snow across the area. I think we're going to see a drop-off pretty quickly to the southeast of the city, where it likely will be a little too warm for snowfall. But again, there are going to be significant differences across this area. I expect to see a wide range of snowfalls right across the D.C. and Baltimore area. And if we look at the timing here, look at this. Right during the morning rush hour into the evening rush hour, throughout the day, it's going to be a heavy wet snow. The saving grace for travel, temperatures in the mid-30s here. I think your roadways are probably going to be very slushy, but a lot of that snow will melt on roadways. On grassy surfaces and tree limbs and branches, it is going to come down heavy. And up around Philly, we're looking at as much as a foot of snowfall. And again, that's going to fall in about an 8 to 12 hour period. So Ray, we're going to be talking about snowfall rates of greater than an inch an hour. And you know, I wouldn't be surprised with the temperature and moisture profile in the atmosphere, Ray, we might even see a little thunder snow.
Yeah, there's some instability, and we could see that, and we've had that in the Roanoke Valley earlier tonight, too. Philadelphia is another place that's in line to get hit hard by this winter storm. Toby, as it's blast its way up the mid-Atlantic coast as a nor'easter. And this is where we find our own Paul Goodlow.
You're looking at ice now coating some of the shrubs here in Independence Mall in Philadelphia as the first phase of Winter Storm Toby starts to move on through here. We're waiting for stage number 2. Now, stage number 1 brought everything. The freezing rain for hours upon hours, even seeing some light freezing rain now. You see some of the white stuff in here. Some of that is sleet, some of it is snow. We had everything today. And the concern is our temperatures have stayed below freezing, so the big concern is things are starting to ice over. Let me show you the things I just noticed walking through the mall area here. This bench looks kind of wet and shiny, but all this is ice now because the bench has been sitting in air below freezing. The liquid rain hits and then freezes on contact. We're also seeing that on some of the power poles here, not to mention some of the trees and power lines. So Winter Storm Toby is not going to be this devastating ice storm, but this is just the precursor and perhaps coating things with layer of ice below the foot of snow we'll see throughout the day on Wednesday. The snow will start overnight before sunrise tomorrow and snow all day long here across the Philadelphia area, including the Jersey Shore, where the winds also kicking in. This is a nor'easter, so yes, we're going to have some winds not nearly as strong as the second nor'easter we dealt with here in around the March 7th area. Devastating wind damage from that system from just really 3 or 4 hours of just destructive winds. We're going to have winds maybe in that 40, 50 mile per hour wind gust, but it's the snow. This will be hands down the biggest snow of the year here across Philadelphia. Maybe a foot, maybe a foot and a half in some areas around the town. Schools are closed. The airport, over 360 delayed, or actually cancellations for Wednesday, and that number will probably increase as we head throughout the day tomorrow. And it's not just here in Philadelphia. We expect the big snow and big time delays on towards D.C. D.C. schools, Baltimore schools, and Philadelphia schools all closed tomorrow because of Winter Storm Toby.
Yeah, Paul, and one place that is going to get it and get it good as we go through the overnight is Philadelphia, as we see the snow start to come in. This is midnight, and as you can see, right along I-95, starting to see that snow and maybe a rain-snow mix, but it's going to be critical, at least for the major interstates like I-95, Interstate 76 here. What the temperature is going to be. As Tom Nizzle mentioned, you know, for 34 or 35, the main roadways here, I-95 through the mid-morning and 76 and 276 may actually end up wet and slushy for a time before that snow really starts coming down as we go through midday in the early afternoon. So it'll be a time thing where the snow will be piling up on the sides of the roads, but maybe along the roadways it may not be so bad, at least initially. But as the snow starts coming down, maybe up to an inch or two per hour for a time, we will see treacherous travel as we get into the second part of the day in Philadelphia. Philadelphia. And by the end of it, looks like by noon Thursday, it's all gone. The snow melt will begin, and it looks like we will see better days ahead. Timing tonight through tomorrow. Forecast currently 12 to 18 inches for Philadelphia, 30 to 40 mile per hour winds, and temperatures falling into the lower part of the 30s. Now let's get you updated about what we know about Winter Storm Toby. There's a state of emergency tonight in New Jersey. All the state is under a winter storm warning. In New York City, where there's a potential for a foot of snow, there's been over 1,140 canceled flights.
Give us the work no one else wants to do. We don't just go against the grain, we grow it. Give us the frontiers, the places where success is measured and pushed limits. Give us the middle of nowhere, where the only map is your buddy's tread marks. This life, no one's born ready for it.
You've never seen creamers like this. New Artisan Cafe, crafted with Tahitian vanilla or Himalayan salted caramel, and made with velvety milk, cream, and buttermilk. Stir up indulgence with New Artisan Cafe by Coffee Mate.
Domino's, 2 large pepperoni pizzas, please.
Only Domino's lets you earn Piece of the Pie rewards points when you order by phone, online, or when you order in store. We make it easy for you to earn free pizza any way you order.
With Winter Storm Toby bringing ice and snow, there is one place to turn to and to trust, taking you to the worst conditions, preparing you to stay safe. Every season, every storm, every time you watch, trust in the Weather Channel.
A winter storm warning is in effect. Currently in our area, 33 degrees with light snow. Tonight, rain mixed with snow. Low 30, 3 to 5 inches of snow expected. Wednesday, snow likely. High 35. Snow accumulating 1 to 3 inches. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Start your day with Jim Cantori, Stephanie Abrams, and Jen Carfagno, opening the window to your weather on AMHQ. Mornings on the Weather Channel.